the four words I would use to describe the community. One is heritage. One is love. Another one is a lot. People live, work, and worship here.
Strong, independent, courageous, oppressed. Everything that happened in this community as far as black progress did not come from the school system. It came from the churches, it came from the businesses. Okay. Black folk went into business for their own self-satisfaction, for their own autonomous, for their own personal pride. They went into business to not take the BS. Okay.
I think our barbershops and beauty shops are the cornerstones of every community, where we can go in, we can fit right in into the fabric of the neighborhood. And a lot of people come back to the barbershops and beauty shops that now that used to live in this community. They come back to patronize us, and it makes them feel right at home because they get to see friends, they get to talk, and then after it's all said and done, 30 minutes to an hour, you can go on home back to where you live and stuff. And what you see on the wall is, you see the different styles, the different fashions. People dress well, people patronize businesses, and there is so much things that were done in this neighborhood that made it very vibrant. And a lot of people, it made it accessible too, so people can come to the neighborhood and go get some good food, go get a haircut, go to the cleaners, and go to get your prescriptions filled. So those things were provided in this neighborhood, and still are being provided in the neighborhood. And that's what makes this neighborhood, I think, better than any other neighborhood, because we have endured and sustained for so long, and people still come back.
Back in the day, going back a little bit further, our Mount Vernon Avenue and Long Street was just like the Harlem Renaissance area, where black businesses, they just flourished, and we had entertainment, we had businesses, we had street fairs. So for me, it's nice to see that it's coming back to that period.
We grew up in a segregated society. You ever heard the freeway? You ever heard of urban renewal? We doing this to advance, okay? It advanced everywhere in the country. But if you look across the country, it tore up almost every African American community in the country. Every one of them. This church was asked when the freeway started, Shiloh Baptist Church was asked, we want y'all to move, and we're gonna pay you millions or whatever. The congregation said, we ain't going nowhere.
And people worship here a lot because we have a lot of the African American churches, and we have the oldest Catholic church right down the street with St. Dominic, and the oldest Baptist church here in the neighborhood. So people come back to the churches to worship every Sunday. We have the Lincoln Theater, that's a great venue that people are now using more of it to focus on the arts. I mean, that's when you talk about heritage, that's the kind of heritage that we remember in our neighborhood. Dance, the music, the culture, the poetry, and just having a good time. And those were things that brought a lot of people to the neighborhood to make it what it is today. Those are the makeups.
And that the neighborhood has kind of went down, but now it's like coming back up to the period that it was in the 1950s.
I grew up in a community where the focus was, it was pretty much family, church, school, learning and do things to get yourself ahead, because you're going to be responsible for doing yourself, your family, and your brothers and sisters. It was that kind of upbringing.
I wish they knew that this is a great neighborhood where you can, raise your family. You can, live, work, and worship here.
It's just culturally diverse, and I think that's beautiful.